I was just talking to my brother Alexander yesterday. He wanted to know if I found any more UFOs during a military aircraft crashes. I said no. And then tonight, here we go. So it's Blue Angels crash 2016, Smyrna, TN, which I think is Tennessee in the USA. It was published by Matthew Burns. There you go. So I'm going to enlarge it, and you'll see two black. These ones are black. They're tiny black rounded UFOs that approach the plane. Then it loses control. So I've had a very close look a few times before the crash, and there they are. So I just the frame is frozen at, let me go and give you the frame there, at 28. So I'll enlarge it now, and you'll see the black 2 UFO on the right hand side. They're black blobs. So they're heading towards that plane that loses control, and a few more appear. They look like 2 black insects to the right at about, if you use a clock face, at about 2 o'clock. So 2 o'clock clockwise, you'll see those 2 side on. So let's now take it back. I'll do a screen capture as well so I can use it. So there they are. It's hard to believe, but I caught them again. So I really don't know why these things should appear, obviously, during crashes, unless they're actually causing the crash by disturbing the normal controls. Now, it's always been put down a pilot error, but these pilots are highly trained. So here they are, right there. 1 and 2. So let's go step by step. We'll go back now, that critical junction. So I'll pause it. It's very tedious, but you'll have to be patient. So that plane there that rises vertically will just rise, lose control, and then crash. So there's your first one. There's a black one there. Let's go in. And they're not birds either. Oops. So we'll use the zoom button there. There's that black one to the right. Let's escape it. Enlarge it. And let's go step by step. It disappears. So the object was right there, that black object. It disappeared. Then we'll go step by step again. There they are. There's 2 of them right there. Do you see how they appeared straight away? I don't think they're accidental birds that are in the background, because they wouldn't just disappear. And they appear at a critical phase where it's just about to lose control. They disappear. There you go. Next frame, they totally disappear. Birds don't disappear. There they are again. Then they shoot up. There's only one there. So it's shot up at super speed. Let me go enlarge that now. There it is there. Okay. This is now real. It's happening. So I have found it. I have to check if only one pilot died or more. But every time these things happen, they blame it on the pilots, who are always very well trained. And there it is. Okay. Oh my God. We got 2 and we got 1 more appearing there. Let me just check if that's on the screen. No, I've actually cleaned the screen beforehand, so I made sure. Oh, wow. I just can't believe when this happens. Okay, there's one there in the center of the screen, right there. Now, the plane is very far away, so these things are relatively large but appear small. Right in the center of the screen, you'll see 2 at about 1 and 2 o'clock of that plane. There they are again. So they're homing in very quickly on that plane. That seems to lose total control, and it's always been put down a pilot error. All these crashes, even the Tupolev that I've analysed, all of them are pilot error, but they're not. Okay, 1 disappears. It's not possible, but it just did. There it is again. So 1 disappeared, the other one's there, and the other one is still there. It's got 1 more next to it at about 4 to 5 o'clock. There's a smaller dark blob next to it. Wow. I still can't believe I've found it again. So it's been a hit rate of nearly 90% of all aircraft crashes. Let me zoom out. Now, this we have to do it very slowly. Well, it always is very slowly. Okay, we have something special happening. Wow. We have a light emerging from down the bottom of that UFO. My God, there it is. So it's about between 1 and 2 o'clock. It's right in the center where the aeroplane is. It's about 1 or 2 o'clock. On the screen, it's about 3 or 4 centimeters at about 1 o'clock, or about 1.5 inches. My God, I'll take a screen capture. I still can't believe this is happening. Wow. Okay, let's do it again now. Next step. It disappears totally. There you go. It's just gone. It's totally gone. The other one is still there. Hasn't moved at all. Let's go back there. Escape. And let's see now what happens. Okay, let me wait. Okay, something moved quick, and that one's moving. It seems to acquire a rod shape. Let me go back a fraction. So you got 2. Keep your eye on that one. It's just 1. 2 again. Disappear. 1 appears quick. That's the one I caught before, but it appears very quickly. Let's do it again. 2. There they are. 1, 2, and that little one just there. Okay, let's do it again. Still 2. Gone. We missed it. We had to catch it in the frame. Now that one there has risen up and got darker. Let me go back to that one now. Okay, so obviously that one is there. It's pretty dark. It's moving away. So as you watch it, that thing was there before and it moved up away. Let's go zoom in on it. These are the other 2 now. They're on the left-hand side. They move pretty quickly. You see them on the left. One's at 9 o'clock, one's at 10 o'clock. So on the screen they're about 5 centimeters and about 6 centimeters to the left. That's 2 inches and 3 inches. And there's that really a big one there that's starting to move up. So it's got 3 surrounding it. Obviously, the ending is bad. Okay, let's those 2 disappear on the right, and that one is still there. This is where it starts to lose control. Okay, 1 appears there again. That one disappears. 1 appears there again. Let's zoom in. There it is there. At the left, about 8 o'clock, about 4 inches away, or about 10 centimeters. Go back. And down we go again. Okay, 2 appear now. There they are. Oh, Jesus. They're moving in and surrounding it. That one on the right is still there. So it's at the top of those red and white lines. From the top about 4 inches or about 10 centimeters. Right there, but I can't use the arrow. There it is there. In between the red and white lines, you see the black blob. Where you see the arrow twisting to the right, go to the left of it about 4 or 5 centimeters. And there are the other 2. Actually, I'll just probably enlarge that and try to get a screen capture. Okay, here we go again. Only one's left. So they seem to have a habit of switching on and off, so you can see them, then you can't. And they move very quickly. Okay, that one's moving very quickly away from it now. There it is there. Now it's got some sort of form to it. I'll do a screen capture. It's in the center of the screen right now, so it's about at 8 o'clock to that plane. A very far distance, about 5 inches away, about 12 to 13 centimeters. There it is there. Okay, we go back, then we do it again. Okay, 2 appear now, so 1 switched on again. This is very tedious, but it shows you how they're very close to that plane. There they are there. I'll do another screen capture. Okay, the top one disappears. The bottom one is still there, and the one on the right has probably moved away further. This one has assumed a sort of a rod shape now. Oh wow, okay. Let's see what happens to the plane. It's still there. I'll enlarge it. It's some sort of blur next to it, so I'm not sure why that blur is there. Okay, it's moving away very quick now. You see it now to the left, how it quickly moves away. There it is there in the center of the screen. Now there's two blobs next to it. There's the plane still there. So I'll just take a screen capture of that and analyze it. This is where the end happens. Again, these look like small peculiarities on the screen, but obviously pilots die. It's always blamed on the pilots. It's always pilot error. Well, they couldn't find anything wrong with the controls, but obviously it's not. There it is there. Wow, it's actually twisted a bit. I just saw it twist. There it is there, right in the center of the screen. So hopefully I can get enlargement of that and analyze it. There's the plane. So is it there to observe it and it accidentally alters the electromagnetic frequency around it unintentionally? There they are, the two of them. My God. Okay, just let me move this up a fraction. Okay, so you see the time at 31. And there's two of them right there. So the one at the top has become larger. And they're still hanging around. This is where the plane loses control. They're moving away very quick. You watch them. One there. That one's gone, probably higher up. There could be a little one right next to it there. Let's just zoom in. It looks a bit blurry. Okay, there could be. And that's the plane there. Let's go further. It moves at a rapid speed, and the other one is there. So there they are. There's two of them there. Again, move in. Screen capture. One, two. Enlarge it again. They got a peculiar shape, and that one looks like it's got a V shape under it, the top black one. So I'm going to just freeze frame that one. Something is happening. Obviously those things shouldn't be there and moving at such high velocity. And they were seen during the Space Shuttle crash. Challenger appearing after the crash. There they are. Okay, what's happening with this one? Look at that one on the top. I'm just going to enlarge that. It's got a star shape to it now. Look at that. Look at that shape. The bottom one's staying round, but the top one has a very peculiar shape that I'm going to zoom in on. And obviously the plane's finished. It's coming down. And that one there has moved away. That one moved away there, out of the screen. I don't see any more coming in. And it's totally on its own. They've moved away completely now. Now the other ones were black blobs as well, but obviously they moved in one frame. They moved from one side to the other, so they weren't an aeroplane. You see how that also looks like a black blob. It's very far away. Obviously that's it. This is where it crashes. Let's go back to 31. It starts. You'll see by the speed of these objects that they're not just other planes happening to be nearby. Let's go. There it is there, very quickly. A little blob. Disappears. Disappears. There's two of them there. I don't think it's a bird. I have an awful feeling it wouldn't move from one side to the other in one frame. So it could disappear if it's sideways. We have to be very careful what we analyse. Disappeared totally. Both of them. So what's the chance of two birds just turning around the way sideways so you don't see them? That thing disappeared now totally. There's a little black thing there that could be the other one appearing. There's the black one there. It isn't like the plane, it hovers in that spot. It hovers, it goes up. Could be another plane. Seems to be travelling quickly. And here's that black blob as well, right there. Disappears. So here's the important thing. If that was a little blob of a plane, it wouldn't just disappear like that. It's not there anymore. So let's just take it back a slight fraction. Okay, let's go. There it is there. Let's zoom in. There. To the left of it, about 8 o'clock. And then it disappears. It's not there anymore in the next frame. See how quick it moved? And now two appeared out of nowhere. So they wouldn't be just blobs representing planes appearing out of nowhere, especially if they don't look like planes. There's a telltale magnetic type of disturbance around the top one. It produces an aura around it. I've actually seen that on a few UFOs, so I'm going to take a screen capture. There it is there. So that one there has the aura around it. That's usually some sort of disturbance around it, usually electromagnetic. There and there. Okay, let's play it again. Another frame. Okay, the top one's gone. The bottom one's still there. The top one's there. They're moving away very quickly. See how quick they move away? We'll just adjust the screen there to catch that one there. It becomes very big. There it is there. There it is there again. It moves too quick to be a plane, and there it disappears. How quick it's moving. There it is again there. The bottom one has disappeared. If you notice, these planes don't disappear in one frame. They're still there. Just that's one frame. They hardly move that quick. There's the other one appearing again. Let's do a zoom on that. And it's got that telltale disturbance around it. There. Escape. There's the bottom one there. And there it is there. It just twists a bit by the looks of it. There's one there and one there. And they're gone very quickly, but the planes are still there. So they wouldn't be flying at that type of speed. That's the bottom one there. And the plane just turns and obviously falls after that. That's where you obviously see the smoke coming up from the crash. So I forgot to mention that. That's at 107. And that plane went down. That's the smoke there. So if we play it, obviously the smoke rises. We can go analyze the screen captures now. If you Google it, you'll see the crash of Blue Angel's flight. Happened in June the 2nd, 2016. Couldn't complete a maneuver. It was F18 jet, and it was Marine Captain Jeff Cuss. What caused it? So it's going to say pilot error. There it is, pilot error. Unbelievable. There it is, and yet we found the UFOs there. It's always pilot error because they can't see these things. They don't analyse the videos that well. No investigation includes fatal Blue Angels crash caused by pilot error. The Navy determined that pilot error caused a fatal crash. Jeffrey Cuss entering the first manoeuvre. Too fast, losing control of the aircraft. There we go. There he is. That's obviously Jeffrey Cuss. So this is obviously had a wife and family, and yeah, he passed away. Again, pilot error, but they're very highly trained individuals. Luckily, it's during air show, air maneuvers, air shows where this is filmed. So he was fairly young. He was only roughly at 16 plus 16, so he was about 32. Fairly young guy. Okay, again we find these black UFOs. We found black rods before and white orbs. These are a collection of the screen captures. There they are there. So I can enlarge it. You see them right there. So that's where they become very, very pixelated. But they're there. Now one becomes invisible. The other one is there. Again pixelated. Now this one is very important. I'm going to take another screen capture of that because it shows that characteristic electromagnetic blurring around it. Down the bottom you see like a white object down the bottom of it. That's amazing. It's probably no point, I just enlarge it like that. There it is. Obviously now they've moved very quickly. In one frame they go to the left, so it's beyond supersonic speed when they move. There they are there. 1 and 2, and there's the plane. This is where one becomes rod shape, which is very unusual. There it is there. We've got a little bit too much magnification. There they are again on the left. This one's gone more square again, and this one's got that characteristic blurring around it, which I've seen in UFOs. It's like some sort of electromagnetic radiation distorting the surrounding. There is the one on the left. Looks more square shaped now. Again, some blurring around it, like electromagnetic blurring. It's very square there, isn't it? Look at that. Just look at that. It's amazing. Then the next photo. Obviously there's the plane. And there's that characteristic UFO blurring. Like there's one other object near it. And a very smaller one. Let's see how far I can enlarge it. That's it. They're just pixels now. There's another view of it. See the blurring there and down the bottom. Let's go larger. That's it. Unfortunately, my gut feeling on seeing these things is trouble. There it is there again. Some blurring there. They're not birds. They move way too quick suddenly and they disappear and appear. And they got that characteristic blurring around it, which could be due to electromagnetic distortion of the light waves around them due to the energy they've got. And there's the one there. It's virtually complete black square. There it is there. It acquires, and there's the one down the bottom there. So now it acquires that sort of shape. So there it is there. We can't zoom in. Okay, this is important. What I see like two legs underneath it coming out. One there, one there. That's very rare now. Okay, there we go. We've got the main one and two little things down the bottom like legs. 1, 2. Let me see if I can even enlarge it further. There it is. One there and one there. Okay, this has now produced a very interesting shape, the main one, and obviously something coming out from the side. So this is probably a repeat, where I took one other photo of that showing the blurring. This is a good photo there, because it shows a blurring around it as well. More triangular shape there actually. Okay, let's go back. So there are the photos. It's moving very quickly. And that's all.